Hello to all the Prêt-à-Template fashion illustrators. This tutorial is going to be about illustrating a peep toe boot with a denim texture and a transparent heel. So first I will find the template that I'm looking for, and I don't remember where exactly. Okay, so there's the peep toe category, and I think this is it. Yes. This is the icon that corresponds to the peep toe, and I will use this template. As usual, I will remove the views that I will not be using and leave only this view. Focus on the first layer using a pencil with a black color and a small size. Going to be perfect for me, and just trace it. And there are some stitched lines which I will have to change the type of line in this with this button here, and replicate this as well. I guess it maybe makes more sense to add this with a pen on top of the texture when I will color it. I don't know, but okay, I will give it a try with a pencil and I see if it shows or not. If no, I will have to do it once again, but I won't find out unless I try, so it's okay. I can remove the template already and start working with the drawing. And the idea that I have is to create a transparent heel and to create a denim texture over here and some faux leather on this part with the lace. So I will add one more layer pressing the plus, and I'll drag this layer underneath my drawing, because every layer that is on top is covering whatever is drawn on the previous layer. So if I need to draw something that will be under this drawing, then I need a layer that's under the layer with the drawing. So I'm selecting the layer that's under, and I will color this entire part. I know there's some nice blue denim colors here in the eye colors palette, so I will use this palette and select the slide color, and I will be using this round tip marker for that purpose. Okay, I need to switch back to the line, and I'll take a bigger size. My plan is to add coloring of the laces with one more layer on top, which will cover, so if I am going over the areas of the lace, that's fine for me. I will not even have to erase that, so I will not be careful in that area. Okay, and I want to color this area, adding value shifts to it so that I can establish some lights and shadows. And for that I will take a watercolor brush and I will shift the value slightly. I'm gonna need a bigger size, and add some shadows to the side of the boot. I think I will do it on a separate layer on top of this blue layer, because I don't want to I know I will probably spill over, so I don't want to affect this layer when I'm cleaning it. I want to just be cleaning whatever I'm drawing right now. It's with these big brushes that it's really hard sometimes to be careful and stay within the lines. At least it's not my kind of thing. I know some people, they like to be very slow and careful and to just add the strokes really carefully, but I like to do it fast, and it's easier for me to erase it rather than being extra careful about it. And I want to add the darkest shadow here on the edge. And I try to make all these transitions very soft and smooth, because denim is a matte material, and all the matte materials, they have a barely noticeable shift between the lights and shadows. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. And then I will take a very small size of brush to go around these seams and little shadows here. And it's time to add some texture, so I'll go to the library, and I know there's one texture that fits me perfectly. It's this one here, and I will try. Yeah, it's very nice. I think I will add one more layer because I can apply it very carefully. Once you apply the texture, you will see that the coloring that you've made with watercolor brush seems much softer now, much more smooth. And now I'll come back to this layer and erase all the extra parts just to see how it ends up looking like. You have to be very careful, so I'll take a smaller size. Okay, so I will take a little darker color and I will repeat the texture in some areas to make it look darker. And I think I do want to repeat these stitching in pen of the smallest size, and probably I'll take something like a brown color. Okay, I like the denim part already, so I will start adding layers on top to add rest of the parts, and I think I will continue with the same color. I will take a bigger brush and I will switch to this marker again, and the same color I will use for the lace, I think. Don't need to actually remove this color. I found I haven't noticed it before. I will extend it a bit here because it has a thickness, so it doesn't look flat. And what I've noticed is that I have to actually darken these places because they're like holes for the lace, the slits. I will take a darker color, and using this marker I will darken them. I will add some shadows as well, so I'll give it some depth. I've just decided to add some deeper shadow here. Just want to be very careful with an application. Okay, I guess that's fine. And now I will just use an eraser to clean all the mess. This part I will also be adding as a layer on top, so it's okay if I'm not very careful erasing this part. I'm just always trying to save time, like not doing things that are unnecessary. It can really be helpful to use this approach if you're having some project you're working on and you have a certain timeline. It's nice to like know all the shortcuts and be efficient with your time. Okay, so now I need to add some depth to these laces, and I could use the same marker actually. I just need to change the color. I will take a lighter one and add some highlights. And then I will use darker color for some shadows. So this is all I did, just add highlights, add shadows. I forgot about this tiny part right here that I still need to focus on. Okay, and then I will use a dark part over here, and then from there I will draw a transparent heel. And I just thought right now that I need to get rid of this part, the heel cap. No, I'm not going to need it. Okay, so I'm adding one more layer, and I need to choose a color. I guess I'll just make it, I don't know, I don't want to make it black, so just want to add some brighter color. I think I want to make it blue. And yeah, I'll switch to this pen. How does it look? I don't know. I think it looks good. So I'll just keep with this color, keep going. And as you can see, all these problems, I'm just going to conceal them with coloring over with this blue color. I think I went way overboard with this here. So I will extend this part here, becoming too thick. I'll even take it out a bit like so. And since it's such a dark color, I don't really see a reason too much to add shadows to it, but I will add just one more step to it. I don't know, just for the sake of doing it, I guess. Maybe here. Okay. And now I will start working on a transparent heel. So I'm adding one more layer on top. What I will do is actually I will take it under this layer. So if I work over here, it will go under this blue and hide, which is going to be an advantage for me, so why not? And I will take a marker. This is my favorite tool for all the reflective surfaces because it gives a very straight line. And I will work with these three colors. It will be a transparent, like a clear heel color. And I will take a bigger size of marker and just create these broad washes of color. And then I will take some gray as well and reduce the size and give a few more lines here as well. I will take this gray as well, smaller size of brush again. So this is just to make it like less boring because it's transparent and it shows through some other colors, and you will be able to like see different hues through it. And then whenever you're seeing the side, it's always going to get darker and it will show more the color of this material. So in my case it's going to be this gray, so I will saturate it on this side of the heel. And the same thing will happen here on the bottom. I will be actually even able to see this part of the heel. Okay, and it would be nice to take a white color and make highlights on the ribs right here like this. I'm thinking what I will do is I will take a straight line option. It's much easier. Come on, I should have done that before, but okay. I've trained my hand for perfect straight lines, and I'll switch again to this manual. I'm just adding some highlights. Okay, I'll get rid of everything else and see how it looks like and if I need to work further on it or that would be enough. So I'll just take a pen for more smaller details, more precise details. Again, I will select a straight line and just add a few lines here to darken the side of the heel. Okay, I think it looks awesome, and maybe just a few accents are missing. If I want to give a really detailed illustration, I want to work on the stitching just a little bit. So I'll take a darker color and I will do these accents, which will give it some dimension. As you can see, it's much more realistic this way. It doesn't take too much time. It's just the edge that goes inside the material has a deep shadow. So I'm not even being like too precise aiming, but just the one dot of a shadow already gives it some dimensionality. And I will even skip some stitches to make it like less tedious. But these things, they make the difference, you know. It's these details that give the feeling of realistic illustration. And I will add deeper shadows to these places. So I took a really dark color and just defining all these parts more. And the same with light color. I think it looks very realistic and nice. And just now I want to add the shadow underneath. So that should be a layer at the bottom. And I will take this marker with a gray color. I was thinking I want to make it slimmer here on the edge. Try once again. And to soften it, I can take a lighter version of it and just move around the edge. Easier said than done, but with some practice. I think here I want to dissolve it a little bit because the light goes through. I will do it with this watercolor brush. Okay, I think that's it. I really hope you liked it and learned something new. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel.